So, today I'm interviewing Andrea Baudy about her life, growing up in New Orleans culture, and her connection with art, specifically in relationship to the city. My name is Graham Gelbard. I'm a senior here at Tulane University with a communication major. So, to start off, Andrea, just want to ask when you were born and where you spent the first or early years of your life.
Well, I was born in November of '96. I spent the earliest years of my life in Gentilly, the 7th Ward of New Orleans. For Katrina in 2005, I evacuated to Houston, lived there for 3 years, then came back to New Orleans.
Very interesting. So, tell me a little about your family background, where your family is originally from, and where you and your family ultimately ended up living here in New Orleans, I guess, post-Houston.
Well, my mom's family is from Honduras, and my dad's family is from New Orleans. I think my great-grandmother, or my grandpa's, well, I guess yeah. My dad's family is basically from New Orleans. Most of my family lives in Gentilly pretty much, except we have a little bit in Metairie.
Okay, so do you have any family still in Honduras or no?
Yeah, so my mom's aunts and uncles all still live in Honduras. Yeah, they come back and forth a little bit, but my my grandparents, my grandmother still goes there every year. So
it's interesting. It's nice. And so, where are you studying, and basically, what's your main topic of study?
Well, I study here at Tulane, and I study philosophy and theater.
Okay. And what got you into philosophy and theater? What would you say?
I've always wanted to be an actor ever since I was a little kid, but my parents told me I couldn't major in theater, so philosophy was the next best thing. It's really interesting, and I feel like it's one of the only types of classes where I get asked my opinion a lot and what I really think of something, instead of just learning all these facts and then having to regurgitate it on paper. And also, philosophy majors test the best on all graduate testing.
So, what exactly influenced you to come to Tulane, if there was any direct influence?
Yeah, so I applied for an early decision scholarship called the Posse Scholarship. So you know by November whether or not you're gonna be going to the school. So yeah.
And you're glad to still be in New Orleans, that you got to stay?
For the most part. It's been, sometimes I wonder what it would have been like if I would have went out of state, but other than that, I love New Orleans. And being at Tulane is like a bubble. It's nothing like being from New Orleans, so it's kind of like going somewhere else.
Okay. So in terms of growing up and all this, what were some of your major interests or hobbies?
I've always been into singing and acting, but I also went through a sports phase. I played basketball, track, and also did volleyball throughout middle and high school. But I guess in college I've focused more on my acting career and being in plays and student films and stuff.
So with your interest in acting, what types of classes were you involved in growing up? Did you take any I don't know, singing classes or acting?
Yeah, so I went to Lusher, which is one of the main art schools here besides NOCA. And they actually have specific curriculums tailored to art, things that you want to do. My brother also went to Lusher, and he did visual art. And I took theater classes and stuff. But I also was able to take visual art classes and learn the basics of drawing and stuff, which I realized not a lot of kids actually get to do.
Right. So your family does have a general interest in art, even do some of your other family members, maybe your parents, do they have any background in art, or?
My mom sings a little bit also. My uncle, my mom's brother knows how to play a couple instruments, and her sister was really into like digital design and like digital media and stuff like that, which I think is like, super creative, I guess. On my dad's side, he only has two brothers that I guess are more on the creative side. The youngest brother, he knows how to draw and like raps, and the oldest brother, he knows how to draw also.
So while you're also into acting, you also like to draw and do artwork. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And would you say maybe like the neighborhood you grew up in and stuff, or New Orleans as a whole, had a big impact on like you getting interested in
Oh,
artwork?
for sure. My mom, when I was little, always used to take me to art galleries and stuff. And there's like Julia Street on New Orleans. That's like pretty popular now. All the murals around the city I've always have caught my eye, They have a beautiful sculpture garden at the New Orleans Museum of Art. And they always have good exhibits there, and like lots of artifacts and stuff if you're into that. And yeah, so I guess it's been like a big influence on my life. My mom has always tried to make sure that we exercise our brains in that way.
Mm-hmm. So do you have any like favorite murals or artwork projects in New Orleans, or just a bunch of them kind of appeal to you?
I never thought about that. Maybe, yeah, it's hard to say. Because they changed so much too. Like I feel like the graffiti culture in New Orleans, especially, none of the murals are ever really supposed to stay there forever. It's supposed to just like create hype at the moment and then go away.
So there's been an evolution of art since you, I guess, began your interest in art when you were younger in New Orleans, and as time's gone on, you've seen an evolution of what art you're seeing in the streets here and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. I like one of the oldest murals I've ever remember seeing since I was a little kid. There's like this huge clarinet painted on the side of this Holiday Inn on Loyola Avenue downtown, which is like the most incredible thing because it's like a clarinet and it's drawn super realistically and it has like a shadow behind it, and like how do you, I don't know, I can't like think of that in like a great scale.
To draw it, you don't know?
Oh, I have no clue. I mean, it looks like paint. It doesn't look like spray paint or anything, but it could be. But man, it looks so like light and delicate and like on such a large scale. So impressive.
So, coming off that, have you